I am appear for the
Milord, I appear for the state respondents, Milord.
I'm led by London Advocate General, Milord.
Kindly permit me to address your Lordship's Milord online.
এইটা তো চলছেই না এটা
Yes.
না কই না না ওটা না ওই যে
May I submit?
লাইভ স্ট্রিম বন্ধ চালান দেখলে দেখবো কি করে
You are praying for issuance of this writ in respect of a particular temple or in respect of all offerings?
Mainly, my lord, at this juncture, my lord, there is this Bola Kali temple in South Dinajpur district, which after the, my lord, this Rush Purnima, which will come up in the month of November, every Friday after the Rush Purnima, they have a festival of slaughter of more than 10,000 animals, which includes, my lord, my lord, the goats and, my lord, the other animals also.
Other animals?
Yes, my lord.
Other animal means?
Means, my lord, I will just buffaloes, mainly goats and buffaloes. So, my lord, this started sometime around the British era, where there was a jamidar in that of that area who was arrested by the British people, and he prayed to goddess Kali, and he was released on Friday. So thereafter, this practice has started, and it is done every Friday after the Rush Purnima, when the date when the Jamidar was released. So, my lord, our prayer is on three or four grounds. One is that for any, my lord, any activity to be considered as a religious practice, it has to be an essential religious practice to have the protection of Article 25 of the Constitution of India. And this is certainly not a essential religious practice to sacrifice.
So?
Yes, my lord.
How can you come to a conclusion so jump into such a conclusion?
No, I am not. I am making my submission, my lord.
Goddess Kali offerings. Maybe we may see it.
Well, I will, my lord, I will not read out.
We will lack no doubt about it. But how can you say this is not a religious practice which has been?
My lord, kindly refer to paragraph page 14, paragraph 27. I will not read out. Kindly read out that paragraph, my lord.
Paragraph?
Paragraph 27, page 14.
কি দাড়ি কেটে দিয়েছে দাড়ি কেটেছে কিনা দেখ না দাড়ি কোনো আছে না কেটেছে
What is your source of this statement? Only talking to a particular group.
But this is a, my lord, this organization is a very old organization. 1941 organization established by Mahatma Gandhi.
No.
And
in this part of Bengal, the
yes,
eastern part, it does not resemble to the northern part of it. And it is really in controversy whether mythical characters were really vegetarian or were they are really non-vegetarian.
Well, what I submit is, even if there is a sacrifice to happen, it can happen symbolically. There is no need to sacrifice more than 10,000 animal in a day.
Possibly, these you cannot restrict it in that way. Animal offerings, maybe take chicken, cannot see the chicken. They are killing the chickens for your food. And you know the slaughtering is the offering that may hurt you. But the non-vegetarians are not.
My lord, I am not praying that there cannot be any consumption of the sacrifice. I am not saying that. No, it may lead
to.
No, my lord.
Yes, Mr. Advocate General.
My lord, I would be only submitting number one, whether, my lord, the person concerned over here or the body which has come over here to stop animal sacrifice in a particular temple, my lord, whether it can be part of a public interest as defined under our public writ rules. Possibly it is not, because there is no public interest involved in animal sacrifice in a particular place or in a particular temple.
No,
Number one.
he is restricting his prayer for a particular temple, or it is a generally you want to say the animal slaughtering in all animal slaughtering is not that a sacrifice in all temples should be banned. He said that for the time being, we is restricting to that particular temple.
So, in that case, my lord, in that case, there is no public interest involved. It is X versus Y. X means the petitioner, Y means, my lord, the temple authorities. Number one. Number two, my lord, assuming there is some public interest involved in it, my lord, these questions, my lord, had formed or came up before, my lord, in various matters before the Supreme Court. Because Supreme Court has said that if you need to that effect, or ban can only be by through a legislation. Number two. Number three, my lord, as have fallen from your lordships, my lord, that if it is a religious practice, then, my lord, it is saved under possibly, my lord, it is not with your lordship.
Section 25, my lord.
No, that is section 28. Kindly place section 28 before my lords. So this is the saving clause. Nothing required by the religion of any community. Now with this, Millard, kindly have a look to Millard, 2 pages of the writ petition. There are 2 annexures, one at page 43, the other is at page 44. Millard, the 43 is illegible. Millard, my learned friend has Animal Welfare Board of India to Millard, the Director General of Police of West Bengal. Millard, your lordships may kindly have a look to the 3rd and the 4th paragraph. The Honorable Supreme Court had directed to take action against the erring officials as per para 7 of SLP number so-and-so and the Department of Personnel, Ministry of Personnel, Grievance, etc., guidelines, etc., to take action against such personnel violating the law, the copies of the same attached. In view of the above, it is requested to direct the concerned authorities to immediately intervene in this matter and take necessary action against the erring officials as per law. Now, this was written on 1st of November 2022. Kindly take me to the next page, that is page 44. Typed copy is at 44A. This letter at page 43 has been withdrawn, which is 7th of November 22. Please refer to the letter issued by the Animal Welfare Board for social media link. The matter has been examined in detail in this office regarding the verification of facts. It has come to the notice that there is no veracity of the complaints. The last sentence. The sacrification of animals is allowed as per section 28 of the Act for religious purpose. However, the matter is pending before the Honorable Supreme Court. So therefore, my lord,
yes.
Therefore, my lord, the Animal Welfare Board also had considered it. The Animal Welfare Board issued a letter at one point of time, and finally, my lord, it has been withdrawn, referring to section 28 that if there is sacrifice made as per religious purpose or reason or ritual, whatever it is, then in that case, my lord, it is protected under section 28 of the Act. Now, there is one Supreme Court decision. Lord, Mr. Banerjee has a copy. If your lordship kindly have a look to it.
Mr. Dotto, matter is still pending before the Honorable Supreme Court.
My lord, Honorable Supreme Court had there is a, my lord,
however, a matter is pending before.
Right. Yes. Now this matter, if I am not wrong, this was disposed by a judgment reported in 2014 7 SCC 547 possibly. But my lord, the letter is of a later point of time. Letter is of 2022. But my lord, there are 2 decisions. One is of 2007 6 SCC, page 547. Kindly have a look to me. A very short.
Tell me what happened. Ultimately, Supreme Court has decided what? Animal sacrifice done or cannot be done.
Well, 2007 6 Supreme Court cases say that the court is not the proper forum for banning of sacrifice of animal. There has to be a legislation brought to ban sacrifice of animal, where that is 2007-6 SCC. And so far as the matter which is referred to in the letter at page 43, subject to correction, possibly it is still pending, where I could not, Millard.
Just Mr. Dotto, tell me, but first of all, I have at least I do not know about Mr. Gupta, but I have a personal feelings. Some areas where the court cannot have any control, cannot direct. Today, I direct that all animal sacrifice should be stopped. How can it be implemented?
How can it be implemented? That is very
My lord,
important.
there are,
First
my
of
lord,
all,
my lord, there
28
are other aspects also apart from this.
wait.
Yes, my lord.
Now, apart from that, Section 28 is giving an authority or the other, it's a permission granted that for the religious purpose this can be done. There is no challenge to Section 28.
No, I am saying, my lord, that Section
Tell
28.
me, if
No,
the
there
Section
is no need to
28 is a
challenge it.
statute book,
No, my
how
lord, there
can
is
you-
no need to challenge Section.
can stop.
No, my lord, I am not challenging Section 28. I am saying that this particular sacrifice which is happening is not saved by Section 28, because what Section 28 saves is the practice as required by the religion. So my submission is that this is not a
Part of religious practice.
We'll
Are
decide.
you suggesting this is not a part of religious
the
practice?
question is whether it is part of the essential religious practice.
Whether it is part of essential religious practice. This is one aspect of this matter which cannot be gone into in this way. It requires a thorough opinion. It cannot
My lord, there are two
make us
other.
very wise.
Yes.
Or Mr. Dotto's presence.
My lord, there are two other aspects. My lord, there is a wide scale, my lord, pollution of the total area and the pond nearby. I have the pictures of that. My lord, I
We
will.
are taking it another way. Let us
My lord,
concentrate.
there are Environmental Protection Act.
Mr.
and the-
Counsel,
yes.
if it is the sacrifice is resulting to
Pollution.
the pollution to the nearby ponds or areas,
Yes, my lord.
that gives another aspect. Possibly, state is bound to take cognizance of that.
My lord, there was a last year meeting of the temple committee with the local administration, and they had given an undertaking that they will follow law relating to the Food and Safety Standard Act. There will not be the mass sacrifice. It will be a symbolic sacrifice. There,
Personal decision,
No, my lord.
we are not concerned about it. But
my lord,
since you are
it
challenging-
was reduced to a decision in form of a meeting with the local administration. My
What
lord,
the
it is
state
part
will
of the
do.
petition.
what the state will do in that case, if the private temple being persuaded by your client that you should not have made a sacrifice, it does not have anything to say. But if you say that sacrifice the product or the byproduct of this sacrifice is causing this kind of harms, then the state will certainly take action of that. The other mechanism for the state is there.
And my
Yes,
lord,
Mr. Dotto?
Yes, definitely. It goes without saying. Whatever the state has to do in relation to.
But so
yes,
far,
please.
your challenge is that you need not challenge Section 28, validity of Section 28, because the sacrifice, the practice of sacrifice does not form essential religious practice of the Kali Puja or any other puja eastern part of India follows. Food habits differs.
but what I'm submitting similar PIL. One PIL last year was filed. It was filed at the last moment by one organization, Reforms of Social Welfare. And my lord, Honorable Chief Justice, my lord, kindly have a look at it.
Already has been filed on this issue.
It is already pending.
So let you go there. You file it. You tag this matter with it.
My lord, kindly
And
have a
our
look at
Advocate
this.
General will love to argue if these two matters are tagged together and explore
No,
mythologies.
Millard, wherever I am called upon to argue, Millard, I'll argue.
Let it be sent to the principal bench, my lord, coming week, my lord.
Yes, as you have prayed, ultimately. But one thing is clear: if it is ultimately goal to that all the eastern part of India will become vegan, this is not.
No,
Whoever
that is
they-
not the prayer in my lord. That is not the that is not the prayer.
My Advocate General cannot live
No,
without
that is not the prayer, my
a
lord.
piece of fish every day.
No, that
Can
is
you-
not the prayer.
Yes. I
My
am
It's not
strictly
the intent of the
non-vegetarian.
petition.
Huh?
I am strictly non-vegetarian.
Holy cow.
But that is not the intent or the purpose of the petition at all, my lord.
Maybe ultimately, as prayed for, by the learned counsel for the petitioner, the issue involved in the writ petition is also under consideration in another writ petition pending before the regular bench. In view of such position, let these matters be placed before the regular bench after petition.
I'm grateful.
I'm deeply obliged to you, Lord.